everyone, and welcome back to the Lunchbox series. This is video 2. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Now, we're going to start by going through everything that I've got here in front of me. Obviously, I've got my lunchbox ready to go. We are going to make a wrap for our main lunch component. So I've got a tortilla, I've got some mayo, some fresh spinach leaves, some avocado and some cheddar cheese. Then I've got just a plain Greek yogurt and some fresh strawberries and blueberries. By all means, you can use whichever yogurt you would like. Totally up to you. I'm just going to use a plain Greek yogurt. I've got a delicious Mandarin. I cannot get enough of the Mandarins at the moment. They are just, so good. I'm going to turn into a Mandarin. I eat so many of them. I've also got a small carrot and some snow peas. And I am really big on making and baking things at home from scratch. I think that it reduces our waste and I love to do it. And I also love to eat things that are made from scratch. You know exactly what ingredients have gone into it, and yeah, I prefer it. But I do also understand that not everyone else values it the same way. And also sometimes life happens and you just need to buy something from the shops, and I totally get that. So today I'm going to pack in this Carmen's oat slice. It's golden oat and coconut, and I've chosen this one because it's lunchbox friendly. So I'm assuming that it has no nuts in it, but by all means, if you do choose to get it, just make sure you read the ingredients list to make sure that there's nothing in there that you maybe can't eat for allergy reasons. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start by making our wrap. So I am literally going to grab a knife, grab my mayo, and I am going to spread some mayo, pretty much just a thin layer all over my tortilla. Just because when I roll it up, it's sort of, the mayo will kind of help the other ingredients stick to the tortilla a little bit so they don't go flying everywhere. Then we're going to do some fresh avocado. I've got my avo here. I might use a knife. Okay, so I'm just going to cut. Everyone cuts their avocados a little bit differently. I like to keep the seed in mine for as long as possible. I find that it helps to keep it a little bit fresher. But however you store your avos, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I've cut a little bit of my avocado. It's not very much, but it's enough. I've peeled the skin off. Now I'm going to just sort of cut some thin slices and then just place it down one sort of more. I don't want to place it right on the edge because I am going to roll it, but I sort of want to place it closer to one side. I'm not sure if that's easy to see, but you can kind of see we're going to roll it this way. We've got that like that. And I am just going to use a fork to just sort of mash it lightly. Now, by all means, you can mash it first and then add it on. Totally up to you. It doesn't need to be fully mashed. Mine's still going to be a little bit chunky, and that's totally fine. Now I'm going to grate a little bit of cheese. Now you can grate cheese, you can slice cheese, you might already have cheese that's sliced or grated. That's totally fine. I'm just going to pop a little bit, grate a little bit over the top of my avocado. Pop that to the side. A little bit of salt and pepper, just to give it a bit of extra flavour. And then I've got some fresh spinach leaves here. So I'm just going to scatter them on top. Now you could add, if you had any leftover chicken at home, or if you've got maybe some leftover chicken from dinner the night before, or if you've got a barbecue chicken from the supermarket, you could add that in as well. If you wanted to add any other veggies like tomato, if you wanted to do lettuce instead of spinach, absolutely. Yeah, sliced tomato, sliced onion, whatever it is you want to do. If you don't like lettuce, that's fine, and you just want avo and cheese, that is totally fine. You really can tweak this however you want. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to turn and face it that way because I'm going to roll it towards the camera, and I'm going to pick the short edge up, holding everything in, and then I'm literally just going to roll it like that. And because I've popped that mayo in, it sort of just helps to stick it together. Now, in my lunchbox here, my little bento lunchbox, I've got this great sort of long rectangular, it's reasonably narrow section here. So, I'm going to slice into my wrap into just little like wheels that look like this, and then I'm just going to pop them into my lunchbox exactly like that. It's all right if you need to sort of manipulate them in. But there we have it, a beautiful, delicious wrap filled with all sorts of goodies. Okay, next thing that we're going to do is, let's do the yogurt. Now, you really can put, feel free to put the ingredients wherever you want to go. I am probably going to put the yogurt in one of these bigger containers here just so I get a little bit more. So we might do that next. So we need a spoon. I'm just going to scoop some yogurt in like that. Now, if you wanted to add some honey or something to sweeten it with, you could. If you were using Greek yogurt but you wanted a little bit of extra flavor, you could always add in some vanilla extract. I'm just going to keep it plain, and I've got some strawberries that I've already sliced up that I had in my breakfast this morning. So I just sliced up a couple of extra. I'm going to add my blueberries on top. There we have it. Yum. Oh. Okay, next thing we will do is prepare our carrot and snow peas. So I'm just going to grab my peeler. Now I'm pretty sure we had carrot sticks in video 1 of our lunchbox series. And I did speak about how you don't need to peel your carrot. You can absolutely eat the skin. Sometimes it can be a little bit bitter, but it's just personal preference really. I'm going to peel mine though. Cut the 2 tips off. And I'm going to cut my carrot into little matchsticks so that they fit in this round, this sort of circular part of the... Will that fit? No, that's going to be too tall. That's all right. Just literally cut it up into some chunky little matchsticks. Fit it into the circular container. Yum. Oh, carrot sticks on their own, so good. Okay, and then those little bits that I cut off can just kind of tuck in there as well. Hopefully that'll close, we'll soon find out. Okay, now with my snow peas, I don't really particularly want to eat the ends, so I'm just going to really quickly top and tail them and then pop them straight in my lunchbox. In fact, to save time, you can do a few in one go. There we go. All right. Then I'm going to pop my little oat slice in there. And all that's left is my Mandarin. Now, this is quite a big Mandarin and it's too big to fit in my lunchbox and then actually be able to close the lid. So I'm just gonna peel it now. But the beauty of peeling it now is we have a compost bin and worm farm. We have a sub pod. Oh my goodness, the best thing that I've ever bought. Maybe not quite, but it's up there. It is so good. So we use it as a compost and then all the little wormies just live in there as well and they just, yeah, it's just the best. So the benefit of peeling my Mandarin at home is that I can put all the scraps in my worm farm because they just love it. And then I can segment it off or you can keep it whole, whatever you want. Fit them in there. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. My mouth is watering. And any bits that I can't fit in there, I can just fit in here. And there we have it. We have literally packed our lunch, and how good does that look? Look at the colors. Orange, red, dark blue, green. It looks so good. Thank you so much for joining me for today. I really hope that you enjoy your freshly packed lunchbox. Have a really great week and I will see you next week for video 3. Bye!